Part 1. Introduction to Metalworking, written by Richard Finch from HP Books. Metalworking is an important skill. It involves cutting and joining metals. We use it to make things all around us. Cars, buildings, and bridges all use metalworking. Welding is a big part of metalworking. It uses heat to melt and join metal pieces. Cutting is the opposite. It's used to separate metal. This can be done in many ways. Metalworking is needed in lots of industries. Manufacturing, construction, and repair all rely on it. Understanding the basics can be really helpful. Even basic knowledge can be useful at home. This guide will cover the basics of welding and cutting. We'll talk about tools, techniques, and safety. This guide is for beginners interested in metalworking. Part 2. Essential tools and materials. Before you start welding or cutting, you need the right tools. Safety tools are really important. These include a welding helmet, gloves, and a fire-resistant jacket. A welding helmet protects your eyes from the bright light. Gloves protect your hands from heat and sparks. A fire-resistant jacket protects your body. For welding, you'll need a welding machine. There are a few types like MIG, TIG, and arc welders. Each uses different methods to join metal. You'll also need electrodes, filler metal, and clamps. Electrodes carry the electrical current. Filler metal adds material to the joint. Clamps hold the metal pieces in place. Cutting metal requires different tools. An angle grinder with a cutting disc is popular. A plasma cutter is another option. They use a hot plasma arc to cut through metal. Always choose the right tool for the job. Remember to always check your tools before using them. Damaged tools can be dangerous. Make sure everything is in good working order. Part 3. Basic welding techniques. There are many welding techniques, each suited for different jobs. Let's look at 3 common ones: MIG, TIG, and arc welding. MIG, or metal inert gas welding, is a good starting point for beginners. It's relatively easy to learn and offers good control. MIG welding uses a continuous wire fed through a welding gun. This wire melts and joins the metal pieces. TIG, or tungsten inert gas welding, offers more precision. It's often used for thinner materials and requires more skill. TIG welding uses a non-consumable tungsten electrode to create an arc. A separate filler rod is used to add material to the joint. Arc welding, also called stick welding or shielded metal arc welding, S-more, is versatile and portable. It's commonly used for outdoor repairs and thicker metals. Arc welding uses a consumable electrode covered in flux. This flux creates a protective gas shield around the weld. Choosing the right technique depends on the project and your skill level. Always practice in a safe environment and start with simple projects. Part 4. Metal cutting techniques and safety. Cutting is another essential part of metalworking. Plasma cutting is a popular method. It uses a high-speed jet of ionized gas to cut through metal. Plasma cutters are versatile and can cut through various thicknesses. They create clean, precise cuts with minimal heat distortion. Angle grinders with cutting discs are another common choice. They're cheaper than plasma cutters, but can be harder to control. When using an angle grinder, always wear safety glasses and gloves. Make sure the disc is securely attached and hold it firmly. Safety is the most important thing in any metalworking activity. Always wear proper safety gear, including a welding helmet, gloves, and a fire-resistant jacket. Work in a well-ventilated area to avoid breathing in harmful fumes. Never touch hot metal with your bare hands. Let it cool completely before handling. Remember, safety should always be your top priority. Following these safety precautions will help prevent accidents and injuries. Part 5. Applications and conclusion. Metalworking skills are valuable across many industries. In manufacturing, welding and cutting are used to create everything from cars to appliances. Construction relies heavily on these skills for building structures and bridges. Repair industries use them to fix damaged metal parts and machinery. Learning basic metalworking techniques can also be beneficial for DIY projects at home. You could repair a metal fence, create custom metal artwork, or even build your own furniture. In conclusion, metalworking, with its core techniques of welding and cutting, is a fundamental skill set in countless industries and DIY projects. By understanding different techniques, using the right tools, and prioritizing safety, anyone can learn the basics of metalworking and explore its vast possibilities. Remember, practice makes perfect. Start with simple projects and gradually work your way up to more complex ones. With dedication and proper guidance, you can master the art of metalworking.